Those are really antiques.
That's really neat. Wow.
And this is all the telegraph wires that would be in this place.
Now, what are these right here?
Those are fusees. If you had a train and it broke down or something, you stopped, you put one of those out behind. You walk behind the train to keep another train from running over you. These were torpedoes. Dynamite. If I wanted to stop a train, I'd walk out there and I'd put it on that rail on the right-hand side. The engineer always sets over the right-hand rail. I'd put this on the track. When he hit it, it sounded like a shotgun. Then I'd go 100 feet and put another one. They would do that. Tail says, stop your train. There's some obstacle in the way or something, so you need to stop the train.
I love the old.
And we didn't have a way before two-way radios. We couldn't talk to a train when it went by. So what we done, this man, he'd copy orders and put it in his stick. Walk outside the track, stand by the tracks out there. When the train went by, the engineer would stick his hand out the window, and this would pop on his shoulder, and he'd get his orders.
That's completely awesome.
Boy, I had two every year. This is the type telephones we used up and down the railroad to call people down the road. That'd be one long and one short. That's Branchville's running.
Awesome.
So if anybody's on the railroad and they wanted to talk to Branchville, that's how they would do it. This is a teletype machine. It's an early computer. This would do 75 words a minute.
Oh my God, early computer. You hear that,
We didn't have
guys?
copy machines, so you had to have carbon paper to make copies.
Now, what year would this have been used?
We used this one in 1950. Well, back in the, say, 1940, 35, 40s, 50s.
And that was technology then?
Technology.
Wow.
And we perforated a tape of zeros and ones. Just exactly like computers in binary mathematics now. You know, you got, now it's in nanoseconds, and this is in minutes.
That's in minutes.
And we perforate a tape, put it in this transmitter, and send it out anywhere in the country they wanted to go.
Wow. Love the flag. Another fireplace.
This is a 1775 map of the state of South Carolina. It's a Monson map.
Yeah.
They're one of the great mapping companies. And this is the Savannah River, the border of South Carolina and Georgia.
This would have been drawn by hand then, right?
Yeah. And how do you figure all this surveying?
Especially without aerial views.
In 1775, they didn't have no way to get it there.
That'll come out. You'll be able to see that. Wow.
Now back here, we had this thing with the color wave. These three presidents, Taft, McKinley, and Teddy Roosevelt, sat and ate in our dining room back here.
Really?
Back when they were president, all trains stopped here in Branchville and they were fed. That's before we had dining cars, and they had to stop at Branchville to feed all the passengers.
Did you make this?
That's my mother's dress. She operated that dining room cars for years and never took a penny out of it, gave it all to the museum so we could have money to do what we needed.
Look at all of that stuff.
That our kindergartens and the school, they made a picture of Branchville and the layouts of the Branchville, the town, the blinker lights, and the.
That is so cool.
Yes, and I let them put it.
Now, how old is this?
That's just a display that they made last year, and I let them put that in here. These are pictures of the. This is a valve off an old steam engine. And they used to how much brass is in that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
Wow.
this is our old coal chute and water tank that we had in Branchville in order to water our trains and fuel our trains. And this other is some gift things I have in here that I sell and for people, that want to buy.
Wow. Yeah, my family would be in.
We have a railroad days every year in Branchville.
Really?
Yeah, in September, third full weekend in September. This tells all about the creation of the railroad and different things that we do during that festival.
In all my years, I've never heard of that one, so that's something I've got to do.
Right?
Yeah.
This is a really good thing. We have different people that Towne, people that work in our Railroad Days Festival. My name.
And all these people are from Branchville and
yeah,
surrounding
there I
area?
am right there. Is a picture about the museum.
Johnny Norris, there you are. I've heard of this, and I've seen this so many times and so many years coming through here.
Yes.
This is really nice. Now, how old is this picture?
Oh, that was a picture of a shirt factory that we had in Branchville. That's back in the 60s, 1960s. And,
What is this book?
that's just an old book of talking about the museums in the United States, and Branchville's in that. And so.
Wow. It wasn't burnt, was it?
No, it wasn't, but it was. We had
Just
a fire
old.
in the dining room at the school, smoke damage, and some of that.
Beautiful bell.
And we're restoring this building next door. That's the 10th oldest building in South Carolina.
Really?
That's the old freight depot.
Oh, I see trusses and blockings
We put a
and
new roof on it so far and reworked some of the brick that was falling down. And all the indigo and cotton that was grown in this area was shipped off of this platform.
I saw so much cotton coming back. I didn't realize we still had that much. I didn't realize that South Carolina still had the cotton fields that I've been seeing coming back.
Plenty of cotton
I
fields.
did not know
A
that.
lot of peanuts too. We grow about 10,000 acres of peanuts around here.
Wow.
They're gathering the peanuts now.
So when are they going to start gathering up the crop of cotton?
About another 3 weeks.
Really?
They're gathering peanuts now, and then they'll go to cotton and soybeans. We're raising a
Now,
lot of soybeans.
what do they do with the cotton? I just did a huge report last
They ship it
semester.
to Russia, China, and we can ship the cotton to China. They can make it into clothes and ship it back cheaper than we can make it in the United States.
Right.
That's what's wrong with our economy.
I just did that whole report, but I didn't realize we had so much still left here.
Yeah, we still have a lot of cotton. These are just things that it took to build a railroad, including some of these things right here. This is some of the old rails that was used. That's the old freight station at Charleston.
On the port?
And it burned, but that's before it burned. That passenger train that's sat in there is the train that came through Branchville. And
Wow.
this track that you see right up there, that's the old South Carolina Canal Railroad Company. It was built in 1833.
Wow.
And the first scheduled passenger train in the United States was 136 miles from Charleston to Augusta. Actually, it didn't go into Augusta. It didn't go across the Savannah River. It went to Hamburg. So
That is a gorgeous lamp.
that lamp, we had that on our old office cars. You see on the railroad, all the dignitaries had office cars.
That's
You had to
beautiful.
move around the country. That's a lamp out of one of our old cars. A beautiful thing.
So now this belongs to your family or the city or?
Well, about 90% of this museum belongs to me personally.
Okay.
I've accumulated over the years.
This was your wife or your
That was
mother?
my wife who helped me in this museum for many years. She died 2 years ago. So.
Let's see, that's Haxel Kane Norris.
Yes.
There we go. And are these your family?
No, these are the girls that was in our festival. They were the young Miss Branchville and Miss Railroad Junction, and we have contests, and a lot of our people go on. A lot of our people, we have lots of girls in the College of Charleston and
Very good.
and that live around here, and University of South Carolina. Clemson is very popular here.
Definitely. It's popular for me too.
I finished University of Tennessee, so, and I try to promote Tennessee. Here's what
Well, they got a good football team.
I keep this on there. If anybody at this other than these hours,
Right.
then I leave my John Norris, and I leave my telephone number.
Well,
right
let me
there.
get that in there because we never know. We might just
Yeah.
get you on there.
We have a lot of people that's studying history and architect. This is an architectural
Dream.
building, really. And I'll show you some things here. Old Southern Railway. This is the old Southern Railway, Charleston.
Uh-huh.
Building between Charleston and Branchville.
Wow.
That's the Welcome Center in Charleston now. That's our old freight house.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's where the Welcome Center
On
is.
Meeting
Charleston.
Street
Meeting-
now?
Yeah. No, this is on it's on the other, it goes back up to Meeting Street, yes. And here's our building on Meeting
Oh, you
Street.
have blueprints and everything.
Yeah, this is the old building. This is the museum in Charleston. It's on Meeting Street, yeah.
So, if I wanted to bring my group of architecture and engineering students when we have the event in Charleston,
Yeah.
can we bring them through? I can call you. And
You certainly can.
Awesome.
I would be delighted to go through it with them. And
Well, this is who we're going to meet, guys, because this is going to them by Tuesday night, so they'll be sitting here looking at all this stuff.
This is a picture of the. Let's see.
I love all the blueprints.
In 1907, this is when this building here was built. 1907. This is the layout of it, with all the how it was built. We had 5 tracks in here that goes over. That's the freight house over there.
And all of it went to Augusta. Did it go to Columbia?
It went all the way. This is our main line from Charleston to Chicago.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
yeah, we run trains from Charleston to Chicago. We go through Columbia, yes, and
And
branch
it
off
still
and go to
comes.
New Orleans.
It still comes here.
Oh yeah, about 10 or 12 a day.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
And you still feed them?
Oh yeah. we got a wonderful dining room here. This is one of the,
I saw it outside, and I was like,
this is one of the
no.
best dining rooms in the state.
This is awesome. I love this archway. This is beautiful. Oh, God bless
You walk in a
you.
place where 3 presidents of the United States sat and ate in this dining room.
Look at this.
When I was 16 years old, Franklin Roosevelt, the train went right by here and stopped there and took food out of the dining room on his cars. Saks Fifth Avenue at New York, let me show you something.
Uh-huh.
They made their catalog in Branchville. These are some of the models.
Oh, look at that. That's a long time ago. That's when I was a kid. I remember them dresses. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, but I mean, this has just been a few years ago that we made their spring catalog. It tells you there.
Okay, I see. Yeah, those dresses look like what I used to wear when I was a
Yeah.
kid. This is absolutely awesome. Wow. I love this. I love the top of this.
This is fine dining here. They really. This is one of the menus.
Yes, I will keep this. I will take this, in fact. Do they have a website up on the internet yet?
The town does.
Really?
That's how.
Is this where they wait now for the restaurant, but this is where they used to wait for the trains?
Yeah, this is they would wait here, and they waited in those waiting rooms in there. But if you were making a connection, say you were coming from Blackwell or Barnwell, you'd come to that train, then you could walk through here and get on this train here, going to Columbia or Charleston.
So that's the tracks that they still use now, right?
Yeah, this is the first track that came on to where I have that caboose sitting.
That is so cool. I couldn't help but stop when I saw. I wanted to stop on the way, and I had to get to the reunion, but I was coming back. This is what I've been. All of these right here, everything up here is what I've been doing in vocabulary in my construction class.
Oh, yes,
So I can't wait to show my teacher, my instructor on this. This is so neat.
But we have a lot of people bring their students here, and I give them the tours through the museum, and high schools and grammar schools, all those they come to.
So a lot of the Charleston schools come into?
Yes, I forget now, a Mount Pleasant group came.
Wando?
No, I don't think that. Mount Pleasant came, and Somerville, they came in buses.
Wow. How old are those? Those look fairly new.
What, those cars?
Those
Buildings?
Yes.
They're old.
They weren't anything to do with this, though.
I'm 86. Those buildings were there when I was a kid.
You're kidding me.
So I say they're 100 years old.
Oh my God. You think they'll ever restore them or anything?
He's painted them and kind of helped them up a little bit, but.
Those would be great to restore and put stores in them.
Oh, surely, yeah. But everything that we have in here is authentic.
I can see that.
There's no fake nothing. It's all authentic.
I can see that very well.
I see all the lights coming on the museum too early in the afternoon, though.
Well, it's going to get dark before long.
I'll have that corrected.
I just love all this old stuff. All the old. These are just rail cars.
This is what they used to haul coal in. They put on the coal engines, coal trains on the engines. They'd pull it around, and these are what they had to put baggage on in order to get the baggage and transfer it from one train to another train.
How long did it usually take to do that?
Oh, it usually take 15, 20 minutes. But they would take it off of this train, and then the other train might be an hour or two coming, and they would just have it over there ready to go on that train. Baggage transfer.
That is so
Just
cool.
like they have with the airlines and that, you know.
Today, yeah.
And they do a lot with, passenger trains run too. We don't run any passenger trains through here.
What's going through here now?
Freight.
And most of that's coming up from West Waco?
No, most of that's coming from the port of Charleston.
Okay.
And a lot of it,
Wow.
we have a train that hauls nothing but BMW automobiles from
Greenville.
Greenville to Charleston for export.
Okay.
We make them in this country.
Yeah, there's BMW is very big up there in Greenville, where I'm at.
Yeah.
This is such a sweet deal today. This is so cool. I won't be going back out to school until Tuesday. I'll probably leave Charleston Tuesday.
Good.
And so I'll probably be getting it up Tuesday night over the rest of the week. We were out. They've got holidays until we don't go back till Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So we're in Wednesday and Thursday, and we're back out again. So if I don't have everything up by this week, I will definitely have it up by the weekend.
Memorial bricks that people in the town have in here for their relatives.
Kind of like what they have downtown Charleston.
Yeah.